Live here on ITV, by the way, and tonight on Calendar we've got the story of the man who scored England's first ever hat-trick against the old enemy.
His name is Fred Spiksley. We've never heard of him until today. It's no surprise, but back in the 1890s, he was the best player of his generation. A prolific scorer on the pitch, a womaniser, and a bit of a gambler.
He was nicknamed the Olive Grove Flyer. Why, you ask? Well, I can't wait to find out. Chris Dawkes has the story.
I will demonstrate myself the proper way to backheel a ball. You will observe that the foot does not go over the ball.
This footage from 1930 is believed to be the first recorded football tutorial. The man giving the lesson, Fred Spiksley.
This is an exercise for a wing learning to combine.
Born in Gainsborough, Spiksley was arguably professional football's first superstar, a 19th century David Beckham with the skills and looks to match. His story reads like something from the boys' own paper of the time. The scorer of the winning goal in the 1896 FA Cup final, the first player to score 3 times for England against Scotland. He also acted on stage with Charlie Chaplin and in 1914 escaped from a German prison. Clive Nicholson is Spiksley's great-great-nephew and has been researching his story for the past 25 years.
I often think, would I actually like Fred if I met him? And I still don't know the answer. The story's amazing. He was a bit of a womaniser and he was a addicted gambler. So he definitely got himself into quite a lot of scrapes. But he was an entertainer on the pitch, and as a piano player and entertained people in pubs and things like that. So he was a great character.
Now, Spiksley was the first man to score a goal at Hillsborough, but before Sheffield Wednesday moved to their now famous stadium, they played their home matches here at the Olive Grove. Now, thousands of Wednesdayites would flock down here every other Saturday to see the star attraction, Fred Spiksley, or known affectionately to them as the Olive Grove Flyer. 3 years ago, Clive teamed up with football writer Mark Metcalf and last month released a book about Spiksley's remarkable life.
Spiksley was a brilliant footballer. His pace was electric and he was particularly good on the big games. So his hat-trick for England against Scotland, his 2 goals in the 1896 Cup final. I think his difficulty was, undoubtedly, is the thing, he had some major weaknesses, and his major weakness was that he was consumed by horse racing, and we have stories in here where he's basically offered jobs as a manager, particularly at Watford, and all he has to do is to say, well, I won't go horse racing, and he goes, gentlemen, what I do in my time is my own business, and if you think you're going to stop me going horse racing, no. So obviously he didn't get the job.
Despite his flaws, Spiksley did forge a successful career in coaching, winning national titles in Sweden, Mexico and Germany, before his death, ironically, at Goodwood Races in 1948. Over a century after Spiksley scored England's first hat-trick against Scotland, the old enemies meet again at Wembley tomorrow night. What we'd give now for another Fred Spiksley. Chris Dawkes, ITV News, Sheffield.